friends, this video on motion in a plane part 22 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to part 21 before going ahead with part 22. Now we'll talk of another important topic, that is projectile motion. So what is a projectile motion? Projectile is an object that is in flight after being thrown or projected. That means when we throw an object, let us suppose you think of objects which you throw in your normal daily life. Let us suppose you throw a stone, you throw a ball. What do? You pick it up, you throw it at some angle with the horizontal. What is the horizontal at that point of time? Horizontal is nothing but the surface of the ground. So you throw at some angle with the ground, it goes up into the air, it stays in air for some time and then comes back and falls to the ground. So these kind of motion where the object after being thrown, it stays in flight for some times, that means it flies for some times and then finally falls back to the ground. So such kind of object is known as a projectile. Now why is it called a projectile? Because we throw that object or we project that object. So the term projectile is derived from the word project. Since the object is projected at some angle, so it is called a projectile. So here we will study the motion of such objects. So we will study the motion of projectiles. Let us consider this example. We throw a ball. So the ball basically is thrown at, so here you saw how it was thrown. The ball was basically thrown at some angle to the horizontal. That means it was thrown at some angle, say theta, with the horizontal. Now then it moved a path somewhat like this and finally it fell back to the ground. So this is an example of projectile motion. So in this case we say that the motion of the ball consists of components along x-axis. It also consists of components along y-axis. So at every point you will have a motion along x-axis and you will have a motion along y-axis, right, at every point. Also, what do we observe here? Here we see that along the horizontal direction there is no acceleration. That is along horizontal direction there is no acceleration. But when we talk of the vertical direction, there is an acceleration which is acting on the ball. What is that acceleration? Can you guess? Yes, you can. There is an acceleration because of which it is falling back to the ground. What is that? It is the acceleration due to gravity, because the earth is constantly trying to pull the ball back to its surface. Therefore, because of that force of gravity, it falls back to the ground. And the acceleration which is associated to the gravitational force of the earth is the acceleration due to gravity. So this G acts only in the vertical direction, but there is no acceleration along the horizontal direction. So this is the basic funda of the projectile motion. Now we will go ahead and we will see what kind of path does a projectile follow. And we will also find out the equation of motion for a projectile. Till now we wrote equations of motions for particles moving in one dimension, in two dimension, but now we will write equation of motion for projectile. So now let us write down the equation of motion for a projectile. We consider a projectile which is thrown with velocity u at an angle theta with the x-axis, somewhat like this. Let us suppose this is a projectile which is thrown at an angle theta with the x-axis and with a velocity u. With this velocity it is thrown, making an angle theta with the x-axis. So we have to find out its equation, right? So just now we told, when I introduced projectile, I told you that in this case the acceleration acts only along the y-axis. There is no acceleration along x-axis. So acceleration is ax I cap plus ay j cap. So in this case ax will be equal to 0 because there is no acceleration along the horizontal direction. What would be ay? Ay would be equal to minus g because the acceleration will act in the negative y direction. So this will be, the acceleration will be minus g into j. Now let us talk of initial velocity, right? Now what would be the initial velocity? This would be equal to ux I cap plus uy j cap. Now what would be the initial velocity along x-axis? Along x-axis, we have to write it in terms of its components. So this will be ux. Similarly, this will be uy, right? Now from our knowledge on vectors, ux can be written as u cos theta. Similarly, uy can be written as u sin theta, right? Because this angle is theta, so this is basically u cos theta and this is basically u sin theta, right? So this is ux and this is uy. Now at the initial, so this is what we talked about, initial velocities. First we talked about acceleration, then we talked of the initial velocity. Now let us write down the equation for position of a particle. We know that what is the equation for the position of a particle? It is x is equal to x naught plus uxt plus half ax t square, right? So along x-axis, this is the equation which represents the position of the particle. Now the particle starts moving from origin. That means since it starts moving from origin, that means x0 is equal to 0. Also y0 is equal to 0 because it starts from origin. So we can say that in this equation x is equal to, this is 0. What is ux? Ux is u cos theta into t. What is ax? Ax is again 0. So along the x-axis, the equation of motion would be x is equal to u cos theta. Now let us look at the motion along y-axis. Now along y-axis, y will be equal to y0 plus uy into t plus half ay t square. So here y will be equal to, what is y0? Y0 is again 0. Uy is equal to u sin theta into t. What is ay? Ay is equal to minus g. So this will be equal to minus half gt square. So this equation will represent the motion of the particle along y-axis. So this equation 1 and 2 together represent the equation of motion of projectile, right? So this shows the positions of the projectile, position of the projectile at any instant of time. Now let us talk about, so now we will talk about components of velocity. Now what would be the component of velocity along x-axis? Vx. So Vx will be equal to dx by dt. So just now we found out the value of x. So what was x? X was u cos theta into t. So this will be equal to u cos theta. So this is the component of velocity along x-axis. Now let us find out the component of velocity along y-axis. So that will be equal to dy by dt. So that will be equal to d by dt of, what is the value of y? That is u sin theta t minus half gt square. So this will be equal to u sin theta minus half g into 2t. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So we find that the velocity, the component of velocity along y-axis is equal to u sin theta minus gt, right? So we found out all the equations which represent the motion of a projectile. We found out the position vectors of the projectile, components of position vector. We found out the components of velocity of the projectile. Now, one point to note here is at the maximum height, that means when the projectile reaches this height. This is the maximum height of the projectile. So, at maximum height, the direction of the projectile, that is tan theta, is equal to Vy by Vx. So at maximum height, this tan theta is equal to 0. I mean at maximum height, the velocity along y-axis is equal to 0. This is a point to be noted. So when the projectile reaches its maximum height, that is at this point, the velocity of the projectile along y-axis becomes 0. Therefore, this relation holds true. Now we will talk of this relation even after this. When we go to our next topics, we will talk about it. So you don't worry about this. As of now, you remember all the equation of motion which we derived for projectile. It is not required at all to memorize the equations. All you need to do is you should know the correct approach, because while solving numericals, it is not required that you have to directly write these equations. It is just that you should know how to arrive to these equations so that you can apply the same logic to solve numericals. And you remember this point that at maximum height, the velocity along the y component of the projectile becomes 0. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.